Welcome to another episode of Storytime with Beastmode.
What's up, guys? My name is Beastmode, bringing you guys another Black Ops gameplay. Just been stacking the gameplays up with Black Ops. I have too many now. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do commentaries over all of them. Just today, just a lesson learned, you know. And you always got to live record. Had a game with Dan Kigali. We just went to town on these kids. It was just a normal domination game. I went 60 and 12. 60 kills with knives and tomahawks, just all over the place. Dan had an 8-man Rolling Thunder in a 6-man domination game. I don't know how. They must have like spawned into it again or something. But it was a pretty crazy game, and it only recorded in the theater mode about 3/4 of it, so you don't get to see the last quarter of it. Just kind of a lesson learned to always live record, but it really doesn't matter because I got gameplays up to Yazao, just like all over. Yazao's not a word. I don't know where that came out of. But today I wanted to be telling you guys a little story, and that story is about my senior year in track. And just want to tell you guys, you know, right off the bat, I never want to sound arrogant or cocky or anything, and that's completely applying to this too. It's just an experience of mine. It's something memorable, obviously, once you guys kind of know what it's about. And, you know, it's something I want to tell you. You guys watch a lot of videos to kind of get to know me more. I want to tell you guys more about myself. And this is one of my most notable, memorable, favorite memories of growing up, you know, so far. And so, basically, I was involved in sports a lot. You guys know that. And I was track, basketball, baseball, and football. But track, my junior year, I had gotten 8th as a sophomore at the state meet for Nebraska. I was in Class A, which is the highest class. The biggest schools were in Class A, so we were in Class A. My team was really good, overall team, but as a sophomore, I got 8th in state in the 300-meter hurdles. And then as a junior, I got 4th in state in the 300-meter hurdles and 6th in the open 400. So going into my senior year, I had pretty big goals for the 300-meter hurdles because I knew all the guys that had finished ahead of me had graduated. So coming in to that year, I was the #1 hurdler in the state. So my goal was to win a gold medal. I thought that'd be really cool, you know, to say that I was the best hurdler in the state of Nebraska for my senior year. And it's 'cause that's kind of what I set out to do. It's kind of something I'd always had in the back of my mind at the same time. I'd always wanted to be a state champion in something. Growing up, I really didn't know what that would end up being. I didn't actually start doing the hurdles for the end of my freshman year. But that's kind of what my goal set out to be, and the other goal was to break my school record in the 300-meter hurdles, which had stood for about almost 30 years. So it'd been quite a while. So I wanted to break the state record, or break the school record, and be a state champion. So I ended up quitting basketball my senior year. I just didn't go out that year. Wanted to focus on track. So all throughout the winter, I was going after school to the nearby college, and I was training with college coaches on my hurdling form because that was probably my weakest point of hurdles. I was good in between the hurdles. I was fast. I could usually catch up to people in between the hurdles. I had more power, so I could maintain, you know, a lot of speed throughout the race. But my overall hurdle form, getting over the hurdles, was similar to like when you see a deer just kind of jump over a fence or something. Kind of what I looked like going over a hurdle. And if you're a hurdler, you know you don't want to jump over hurdles, you run over hurdles. So that was kind of definitely something I needed to work on. But I worked on it. I went to the college. I worked with the coaches all year. I was training to get faster, get stronger. Really worked on my form. Going into my senior year when senior track started, I was leading the state in the hurdles. And then when we went into the districts, a kid actually ran a faster time than me going into state. So I was the second time. So there was somebody who was kind of competing with me. And going into the state meet, there's prelims and then finals, obviously. And in prelims, I actually got second. And I made it to finals, but I was going in as a second place runner. There was a guy who finished ahead of me. But for some reason, I really wasn't, you know, people thought I'd be nervous, you know. But I wasn't. I had visualized this race in my head for over a year. I had prayed about it. I was completely calm. I had complete confidence in myself, and not in an arrogant way. I felt ready to do this, you know, something I wanted to do. So the finals were the next day. The state track is a 2-day event. Went the next day, ran my race, won, crossed the finish line, closed my eyes and said I did it. I was a state champion, fastest runner in Nebraska in the 300 hurdles. Hope you guys enjoyed though. Hope you liked the story. So my name is Beastmode. Subscribe. Peace out.